Now, what would the Christmas season here in the Solent look like without the Victorian Christmas Festival in Portsmouth? Well, maybe a little less vibrant. The famous event is transporting its visitors back to Victorian times once again, and our reporter Nicole Ris, who's already got into the spirit, mingled with the crowd to find out more.
Jolly vibes were floating through the historic dockyard when the Victorian Christmas Festival saw its first visitors. Over 1,000 actors and musicians perform at the scene, bringing to life the long-gone Victorian times.
How's the chimney season going this year?
The season's been fantastic this year, and we're even going to be better once Santa Claus gets here, because I know he's going to get stuck. And he'll be shouting for us to help him out.
So how's business going for you today?
Oh, very well indeed.
Why is that?
Because we have a special offer today. Buy one, get one free.
And how does that work exactly?
Well, if the wife dies first, and the husband dies after.
Today I'm selling these pocket handkerchiefs. They're really cheap, only a penny. But they're not going too well, unfortunately, but I don't know why, because they're really nice, good quality, only the best.
So what's your trick to get customers?
Well, I'd just say, you know, try and get them to come along, you know, make sure I speak to everyone, you know, and things like that, and let them know that there's a laundry just over there, so if they want to get them clean, not that there's anything wrong with them, but if they want to get them clean, that's where they go, that's where they need to go.
They've been training for the last 3 months for this event, putting together all the shows, the rehearsals, etc. But also there's been about another 9 months prior to that, writing all the scripts and sorting out the props and everything else, and of course decorating the whole event as well. What all the public say is the performances that really bring it to life, and the actors and all the people in their costumes and everything else. So it really transports you back to the Victorian times and to be able to immerse in this kind of atmosphere.
The characters are great. I nearly lost my coat up with one of them. We wanted to do a swap. I said no way.
Straight characters here are really great.
Hello, darling.
What can I say? The ladies of the night.
We've seen a pickpocket as well. Yes, and the angels that keep running around.
Yeah, nearly got run over by an angel. Yeah, that's an event.
We plan to spend all day, and especially later on there's lights, isn't there? Wonderful lights, so we're sticking around to see the lights because we think it's going to be lovely.
It's not only the Victorian flair that might attract the around 35,000 visitors that are expected to come.
Mary Rose has been reopened, and they can see far more than has ever been able to see since she sunk Henry VIII's time, and all the other ships and exhibitions going on, HMS M33, HMS Warrior 1860, and they can go on all of that, and they've all been putting on attractions and music inside as well to bring in that festive spirit as well as seeing it as a normal attraction.
But not everybody was feeling the Christmas spirit.
It's sort of a double-edged sword, really, because obviously Christmas gives me something to do, but I hate and detest Christmas, and more importantly, I hate and detest people, especially children.
How's that?
Well, they're horrible with their nasty little fingers and their grubby little sweets everywhere. Yeah, so we go round bringing a bit of misery and despair to your sad, drab little lives.
How do you do that then?
Well, we sing and we generally insult people.
Sometimes you offer...
Oh, bum hugs. If anybody fancies a bum hug, I'm staying in the travel lodge.
And how is it carrying around him here every day?
Well, it's just what I do, really. And I try and spread a little light and happiness.
That's enough of light and happiness. Thank you, Cratchit.
Well, it seems that Mr. Scrooge hasn't been good this year. But what about all the other people in the Solent?
Well, people, especially Solent viewers, well, 1 or 2 of them are on the naughty list. They know who they are. And there's not much time to put it right. So if you've been naughty, it's time to be nice.
What will you do to people if they're naughty?
Well, some of the grown-ups at weekends let themselves down a little bit. They know what I mean and they know who they are. But there's some people on the nice list as well. And a Merry Christmas to you from me and my chief elf, Miss Chief.
not shout, you better not cry, you better not call, and I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is coming to town.
Nicole Ris for That's Solent.